So let us talk about Isaiah, about can a nation be born in a day? Can a nation be born in one day? Yes. A nation can be born in one day. It's there. It's Isaiah 6:6-8. Isaiah 6:6-8. Who hath heard such a thing? Who hath seen such things? Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? Shall a nation be born at once? For as soon as Zion travelled, I have brought forth my children's. This is to another meaning of when the Zions was freed from the lion's den. Zions from the lion's den, like when they feed Daniel to the lions. A symbol of when I was in Egypt, feed to the lions, and I become spears. And Moses. And then, in that also, there's a meaning of its father also. Its father also who brought me as his child. For I to brought you his and to become my in-laws, my fathers, my fathers. Because throughout incarnations, that is to a meaning of that incarnations. Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day? That is he, Israel, our king who received the abode in our Christ. Who received the abode in our Christ. Which is, when in your book it's stated, it says that when the body rises, you'll know I am he. It's in your book verse about when the body lifted, you knew I am me. That means that when the body was pierced, in here, on the side, on this side, okay, in this side. This is the side where I was pierced. And this is the side of my spirits I was sharp. See, sharp is, it's in this end, it's like the yin yang, like the yin yang that circles until it becomes, the one is there, the one is like that, The head of the other one is here, the head of the other one is here. Me, it's a symbol of me being down here and symbol of him being up there. And it's still here, my fears, here. It's still here and it is maple tree there. It's a maple tree there. When you say maple tree, because there is like this also, and then it's a maple, It's a maple in there. Of course, I cannot show you that. He will slap me. He will slap me. Even this, I'm not allowed. Even this, I'm not allowed to show this like this. Not. When I'm out here, sometimes my sleeve is up here. But today it's allowing because I'm saying so. So, who had heard such a thing? This I've been telling you, no one heard this. But those who have my spirits that are opening up, they are getting through to, because you are not thinking here, but what's in your back. It is your spirit that is blooming. Because we're like a tree. We're like this. We are like this because that is a symbol of our thrones. The 12 tribes who were sitting is that. You know the Krishna, Vishnu, and the Avisha. There is in my head there, in our heads, it is I on the front and you are all on my back. The snakes on the back of Vishnu, it's in my other record about the laying down, and then Krishna with the 12 snakes. That is a symbol of us. I am the one with the flesh, and your spirits are all here and there. We are in the beginning the fire serpents, which turns to doves. Because doves and the serpent was first the twins. First the twins until and I has been making them and making them and making them. So, been making them like one snake comes to the earth to bury deads. When you see bury deads, it is the gold from the adorned bird. From the adorned bird, which is in the beginning was pater. Colorful, it's really adorned. Well, say adorned. It's really nice. It's really, and it is what you called esters. Why esters? Because its eggs are of goldens, and then its eggs is goes to the ground as fires, and then when it becomes fires, it turns to dove. It turns to dove, and then it becomes like a fiery bow and arrow, and then it becomes like serpents. It's magical because that is what we have from the magical place where we've been, And that too, this Isaiah 6:6 also meant, Isaiah 6:6-8 also meant of as, from the beginning until this end, we are nations. We are nations. Because we are nations because of what we've been through life. Once you receive your spirit, you will be born again as incarnate. Then you will remember everything you've been throughout past lives, because that is how you will get rid everything while being judgment, Right at the judgment, that is where you will remember everything and see everything. And then those who hasn't got our parts, they will be crying, wailing, which is written and also Isaiah somewhere about their evil things with their, their evil things with their lips have lied. I will talk to that later in the next record, which is they are the poisonous snakes. Evil like eggs from a poisonous snakes that they have eaten, which is they will die. So, because they are lies. They are people with lies. They just spin like this is a spider web. This net is a spider web, and this world is a spider web. Which is cannot be used for clothing. And that is why Isaiah 6:6-8 is talking about incarnations. That is incarnations there. Isaiah 6:6-8, he who had heard such a thing, who had seen such a thing, I am. Holy Spirit had seen. Spirits have seen. Spirits, when you say have seen this too, when those you come to me and then you don't say a word, but fill me through the heart with our Father have told us before time what? Because I'm here, He sent me for to remind the earths of what He had. The promises is He and I. Because the body is destined for Him, for them not to carry the sins. That is for them not to carry the sense, but to the humans who is in flesh. They're the one. The body was clean for that reason. For them to re-ink and there's many things they are doing right now in there, which is I cannot really see, because they just feel like this, like cooks, like that, and then many things is going on, many things. Aidan spirits keeps going like this, and that also in here, because Alba Archer is rolling. You are walking around somewhere. You are also looking for things. You are looking for things, Alba Archer, spiritually, and Hataya or Shatrix. Many of you here is bumping to one to the other, which is because this Isaiah 6:6-8 is a symbol of us. This is us, that he who hath seen such a things. Like when I say that he is standing in here right now, but I have to be careful with my because it's his other spirits, which is the this spirit of his. This is his spirit of his standing there. And then these two you can't see, but if you sometimes you would stare at me wondering why it is I in flesh you see, but you seeing in my matter here, which as I say to trust not thine own understanding. You say thine own understanding, because it's your souls that seeing things. It's your souls that seeing things. This is illusions to us. Like what I'm seeing in my camera, in my screen, that isn't what I see. What I see is what is me on the back, you. You, I am carrying on the back, because our spirit is like a small glass. It's like a small glass, but it's also with our features, with our hands, with our feet, with our nose, with our eyes, but our here is this only, like that only. That is our spirit in there. It's very, because our spirit is right where they have pierced me. That is where our spirit is, where they pierced me. Why I said I come out from the body, because that is what I come out from the body as another spirit, rebirth. Rebirth. That's the meaning of that also in Isaiah 6:6. Who hath heard such a thing? This is what I'm speaking to you. This about magical place, realms, majestic, like this. And then, like I said in the other record, when the side was pierced, it was my spirit was there. It came out to become human. To become human, for me to be used this end. For me to be used like a seed. Like a seed. When it comes out, it's a flute in the middle of, in your, where you can grasp it, Then, with that, like the horns, like the horns, thorns. We call it thorns. With its hopping in there, and then Papa will pick it up to plant it into your next, into our next, assignment. Wherever he is sending us on the next, and then I revert it in the hell. I revert it in the hell, because through pain, I cycles. Through pain, I revert through the eyes. Frequent. Through the eyes. It is, a holy water, I rebirth, which I poured into your souls, and you become mine. You know? Because that is how I cleanse you with. And that's the meaning of, he who hath heard such a thing, who hath seen such things, shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day. Yes. Shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day. The earth is him. The earth is us. Fourth, it's also meaning of babies being born in one day. They've been throughout incarnations. They too are already nations that been born at once for this end. You know, this is the nations that been born because they've been throughout incarnations. First in Jerusalem, the what I give to Moses, Moses, which is Abraham's spirit. Abraham, which is also, it's chaining like Abraham. Like Abraham. In Abraham, there is M on the end, Moses. You understand? Then Moses, next, that's it. Started throughout nations until this end. You know? For us on Zion traveled, that is what I just said, Zion traveled. Like from Abraham, when I said, before Abraham, I was. Before Abraham, I am. When you say I am, that is also the heaven. That is a heaven. That's meanings of heaven. So when I said to that, before Abraham, I am. I, Father, Mother, whole Isaiah, Holy Spirit, God, all this. Heaven, I would say there because heaven. I would just say heaven because I don't want to speak his name because he says, you will know because those who will receive my spirits and his fathers, I will just say fathers, spirits, will know all this, because you will be the children that will be brought forth once you receive the abode. When you see abode, this is what's going to be poured out. I won't say spirit because it's I am the Holy Spirit incarnate. So every time I see spirit, it's like I am doing this to my own. It's hurt in here. I don't feel it in my. You don't see it in here in my flesh. But spiritually, I feel it and it is hurt because I am with consciousness. In this flesh, I am with consciousness. When I say with consciousness, meaning spirit in form in the souls and this abode. That is why it's hurt frequent. Because this around me, I am protected with lots of things around me. You cannot see it. It's like I am inside of a walking book. It's like that. It's like I am being inside in a walking book. I cannot see. When I'm walking on the street, I'm like this. I'm like this. I don't look like this. No, I don't look. Don't keep doing that. I only walk like this. I walk like this, straight, and then I'll just like this. I don't wear bag. I don't carry bag anywhere. I'm not. I don't. I have a small pouch. That's it. I like. So this too is meaning of shall a nation be born at once? You yourself is a nations that been throughout incarnations, which is once you realize that this isn't the first time that you were, because this is the carry on into things that you have not finished before time. Why now you are just, this pandemia, all that. This is because we were just sitting right now while we are cleansing out there. Because children cannot go out there with the world like that before time. Noisy, When I say children, this is the cherubs. Cherubs is the one who cleans. while the seraphim is the one who does what I will just say it that way. The seraphim is the one who humans, what happens to you? Because seraphims hates it when you don't have love for me. Seraphims hates it when you don't have love for me. Like this, who are calling themselves my prophets, my prophetess, etc., etc. They are those, the seraphim making like this. We call it ting tong. Like that, not. No, my dogs are better, I can think. He can see spirit though. My dogs can see spirits. But the humans, these who are claiming to be my messiahs, bride of my apostles, bride, like this. Humans. I will talk to you about that again later, because in Isaiah, there is also in other chapter in Isaiah, which is about them again. So that's about, so this what our topic right now is about the, can a nation be born at once? Or can a nation be born in just a day? Yes, for you yourself is a nation throughout incarnations. Which is, when you become sinful, those who are not ours, they reincarnate. They reincarnate. But those who has my Father's spirits before time and has me as their love, as I incarnate for them not to reincarnate. Because reincarnate is for humans that act like animal. Humans that act like animal. Because we are not animal, guys. We are not animal. Even so, we are, you hear me anger, but it is not, it is the sun that I don't, the angers of God is that can make, can deliver you, can brought you out as children of my Papa. When I see me and you, your father is my mother, your mother is my father. Throughout incarnations, we are like this, one to the other. Why I called you bride of Christ? Because in heaven is on earth, because I don't want jealousy. We will be all married at once. We will be all married at once into your destined, who was with inside you in the beginning. I say this to you. Who is inside you in the beginning. Because when I hopped in his, here, it was a symbol of you being bondage to us. Being bondage to us. That whoever believes in the bride and the Christ, that is, they will receive their Holy Spirit, because Holy Spirit means bridal grooms. You see bridal grooms, it is you. Incarnations. A nations that will and shall be born at once. Like I said in the other record, like when Adam saw it already that he saw his halo. He is protected because this is what you have, guys. When you are ours, you have protection. Halos is your protection that no one cannot touch you, because death is the one who in here. This is where they use the, what they use for to write the rice. This is where right on the end of the halves. When you see halves, this is what they use for sickle. This is where he does it, because this is where your pontanen, your lives is. This is where your lives is. And this is where he does that. But once a harm comes to you, your halo will light up. Your halo will light up and death can touch thee. Because he knows there is my That is my, you know, because even death, they have, because humans, I am the God of deaths. I am the God of deaths. When you say I am the God of deaths, this is true when you say heaven. You know? Women, that is the meaning of shall the earth be made to bring forth in one day. This is earth. This is earth. We are nations. Okay? Nations is the memory from the past lives we've been throughout. We've been through life. You know? That is true, a meaning of that. And that's all I can say. There's another meaning, but I cannot, they are in the abode, so I shall not speak about our Pater's name and him, because many things of this, but only I speak to you what I cannot, I cannot disturb their tranquility. That's all I'm going to say. So that's the meaning of, can a nation be born at once? Yes. Through thy hallows. Through thy hallows. That is the nations. Mulhara kuno non honara musa honara unara honara. And this is to a hallows of the earths. In here, the hallows of the earths, while we have hallows of heavens. What is in here? Which is, I am seeing, and those who have that sign of me will see. Those who have sign of me is angel, the seraphims, the seraphims, those are babies floating around you, which is unseen. Babies, thank you. I love you, ga.